everyone, how are you today? So today we will have a new topic over here that I sent you kemarin ya, udah saya kirimin tentang recognize the organizations of ideas. So, apa itu organization of ideas? Jadi kalau dalam bahasa Inggris, ideas itu dia bisa disusun dengan berbagai macam cara. Misalnya dengan cara problem and solutions. Bisa juga dengan cara chronological order, bisa juga dengan cara examples misalnya. Nah, fungsinya apa untuk mengetahui organizations itu? Fungsinya adalah untuk memudahkan kalian ketika kalian mencari informasi. So when you know how it's being organized, you'll find the answer lebih mudah lagi. Oke, di sini misalnya kita punya teks ya, agak sedikit panjang. If I ask who invented the game of baseball, most Americans would probably reply that it was their belief that Abner Doubleday did. They believe this because the story about Doubleday is part of the traditions of baseball. Doubleday was given credit for these inventions early in the 20th century when sporting goods manufacturer Spalding inaugurated a commission to research the questions of who invented baseball. In 1908, a report was published by the commissions in which Abner Doubleday, a U.S. Army officer from Cooperstown, New York, was given credit for the invention of the game. The National Baseball Hall of Fame was established in Cooperstown in honor of Doubleday. Today, most sports historians are in agreement that Doubleday really did have much to do with the development of baseball. Instead, baseball seems to be a close relative of the English games of rounders and probably has English rather than American roots. So the question here adalah in this passage, how the idea is presented, how the idea is being organized. Nah, di sini jawabannya adalah yang A, is presented and then reviewed. Kalau kalian mau tahu artinya reviewed, you can like search for it. Kenapa jawabnya bisa itu? Karena ini di sini kita lihat yang pertama. If asked who invented the game of baseball, most Americans would probably reply that it was their belief that Abner Doubleday did. Doubleday was given credit for this invention. Today, most sport historians are in agreement that Doubleday really didn't have much to do with the development of baseball. So here bisa kalian lihat nih. Pertama, disebutkan bahwa Doubleday did it. Doubleday was invented the baseball. But then it was known that it is not here. Jadi idenya di presence. Paragraf kedua dia support idea pertama, terus idea kedua di refute or di argued. Maka dari itu jawabannya 2. Jadi kalau kalian mau tahu ini organisasinya apa, organisasinya adalah pro and contra arguments or discussions. Kalau misalnya di penulisan essays buat IELTS, usually it's discussions. Jadi pro-nya apa, kontranya apa, and then what idea you have, kind of things, ya. Nah, ini ada lagi teks. Basically sama ya, di sini yang di-highlight dari Doubleday was given credit for this invention early in the 20th century. Click on the paragraph that gives the historical background of a particular belief. Jawabannya ini. Kenapa? Karena di sini Doubleday was given credit for the invention early in the 20th century. You have to remember the first sentence in a paragraph usually is the topic sentence. Nah, kalau dia the topic sentence artinya dia akan jadi nahkoda. So like it will drives, it will control the whole paragraph at the end. Jadi kalau dia udah ngomong ini, Doubleday was given credit for this invention early in the 20th century, pasti that paragraph will talk about it. Oke, jadi kalian nggak usah bingung-bingung nyarinya yang mana, but you know it. Untuk yang komputer bentuknya kayak gini, klik. Kalau untuk yang biasa ABC-an, kalian akan pakainya which part of the passage. Selain untuk tahu informasi apa di mana, selain untuk kalian lihat what kind of way a text can be organized, ini juga berguna ketika kalian what is it? Ketika kalian cari informasi, jadi kalau ini penjelasannya di mana kayak stated details atau unstated details atau implied nggak bisa sih, unstated detail atau stated details, kalian bisa menggunakan itu kalau kalian tahu organizations of the text-nya kayak apa. But usually in English text, academic terutama, dia akan sangat-sangat straightforward dan biasanya kalau misalnya chronological ya pasti chronological. Yang pertama apa, habis itu yang kedua apa, yang ketiga apa, kayak gitu. Then we'll move on to this. So, jadi paper computer biasanya pertanyaannya akan muncul seperti ini. How is the information in the passage organized? How is the information in the second paragraph related to the information of the first paragraph? Atau click on the paragraph. Kalau di sini how to answer questionnya dilihat kalau harus read first line. Basically semuanya kalian harus read first line ya, karena memang dia adalah control untuk almost everything. And then you have to look for words that show relationship among the paragraph. Apa itu? Kita sering sebut dengan yang namanya conjunction. Apa itu conjunction? Adalah konektor antara satu paragraf dengan paragraf lain. Misal nih, this one. Today, atau it doesn't really have that. Coba kita ke bawah ke teks. Misal ini. This one doesn't have. Jadi misalnya kalimat kayak in addition, next, further, first, second. Nah, itu bisa jadi kunci kalian untuk tahu connection between one paragraph dan yang lain. Kalau misalnya dia pakainya first, second, third, dia pasti chronological order atau listing, giving examples. Kalau misalnya dia satu on one hand, bla 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 bla, terus habis itu on the other hand, itu pasti dua-duanya berkebalikan. Seperti itu. That's why, thus, hence, itu berarti dia what is it? Giving solutions, kayak gitu. Oke, next kita coba ya passage 1. Conflicts within an organization is not always viewed as undesirable. In fact, various managers have widely divergent ideas on the value that conflict can have. According to the traditional view of conflict is harmful to an organization. Managers with this traditional view of conflict see it as their role in organization to rid the organizations of any possible sources of conflict. The interactionist view of conflict, on the other hand, holds that conflict can serve an important functions in an organization by reducing complacency among workers and causing positive changes to occur. Managers who hold an interactionist view of conflict may actually take steps to stimulate conflict within the organizations. Okay, here, on the other hand, ini bisa jadi salah satu kunci kalian. Tapi juga first sentence juga bisa jadi kunci. Conflict is harmful to an organization. Berarti kalau ada on the other hand, dia pasti kebalikan. Interactionist view holds that conflict can serve an important functions in an organization. Jadi kalau di sini pertanyaannya, how is the information in the passage organized? Jawabannya adalah, coba berpikir. Jawabannya adalah B. Contrasting views of conflict are presented karena ada on the other hand. Jadi contrast. Jadi ada perbedaan view up and down gitu. Kalau yang ini, click on the paragraph that supports the view that organization conflict can be beneficial. Yang mana? Yang bawah, karena yang atas, yang second paragraph, it talks about how it is harmful, dangerous, destructive for the organizations. Gitu. Next ya, passage 2. IQ or intelligence quotient is defined as the ratio of person's mental age to chronological age with the ratio multiplied by 100 to remove the decimal. Chronological age is easily determined. Mental age is generally measured by some kind of standard test and it's not so simple to define. In theory, a standardized IQ test is set up to measure an individual's ability to perform intellectual operations such as reasoning and problem solving. These intellectual operations are considered to represent intelligence. In practice, it has been impossible to arrive at consensus as to which types of intellectual operations demonstrate intelligence. Furthermore, it has been impossible to devise a test without cultural bias, which is to say that any IQ test so far proposed have been shown to reflect the culture of the tastemakers. Taste takers from that culture would, it follows, scores higher on such a test that test takers from a different culture with equal intelligence. Now, kita coba cari deh, menurut kalian connectors-nya apa aja? Connectors-nya adalah ini, in theory, in practice. So this, kalau kalian nemu thesis statement di sini ya, chronological age determine mental age is measurable but some kind of standards and is not so simple to define. Jadi ini adalah thesis statementnya. Kenapa? Kenapa not so simple to define? Karena in teori penjelasannya seperti ini, in practice penjelasannya seperti ini. Berarti ada two different arguments. Oke, jadi di sini jawabannya what type of paragraph what type of information is included in the first paragraph lah ya, di sini berarti adalah ABCD B karena it's definitions. Kalau yang pertama it's purely definitions. Kalau yang 2 dan 3 mereka argumentative ya. Jadi it's giving argument, in teori apa, in practice apa. Gitu. Any questions? Kalau ada pertanyaan kalian bisa post di Hangouts yang ting-ting-ting dari tadi kok kedengeran. Okay? Then, for the last one, it's too long for me, so I think I'll stop here. Tapi yang pasti, yang pertama harus kalian lakukan untuk tahu organizations of the text is first, you have to read the thesis statement. Kalau ada thesis statementnya, kalau nggak ada, topic sentence. And then, kalian lihat conjunction paragraph. Conjunctive paragraphs. Itu nggak harus soal conjunctives, dia bisa bentuknya lain. Misalnya kayak di sini tadi, in theory, in practice. Normally, it's not a conjunctions, but it can connect ideas. Jadi ideas bisa dihubungkan dari di sini bentuknya. Jadi pasti in theory itu ceritain teorinya, in practice ceritain how it's practically it's done. Kayak gitu. Fungsinya apa? Fungsinya satu, kalau kalian tahu, nanti kalian bisa jawab pertanyaan beginian nih. Yang kedua adalah kalau misalnya kalian mau cari informasi, kalian tahu bentuknya apa. Okay? So normally a good English text dia pasti ada definitions-nya. And then ada arguments-nya. Ada teori kadang-kadang. Ada opininya. Next time coba saya cari gimana kalian bisa latihan bedain antara opinion sama fact. Fact sama opinion? Atau fact sama I think fact dan opinion. Pokoknya ada caranya. Oke, that's it dulu berarti. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.